Yeah, the general aviation products that are coming out is what's going to start opening it up to people that need to move personnel, parts or emergencies, and that's going to really be the breakthrough product that starts making electric aviation a little bit more mainstream. When people that need instant, fast, cheap, decarbonised transport can access something that can fly 300 to 700 kilometres, which the next generation of aircraft will be able to manage, then we'll be able to start running more commercial operations. And these low-cost, high-comfort electric aircraft will actually start nibbling away from there'll be a bit of undermining of commercial, conventional aircraft operations, because the cost of operation of these is so cheap. There'll be a lot of value to be had for an on-demand, micro-charter style aircraft operator to come in and chip away at some of the scheduled flights, which are non-decarbonised and using pretty non-green methods of propulsion. So it's interesting to see what will happen in that space. We're hoping that some of the big regional operators will start leaning into that a little bit, adopt some of these medium-range aircraft and start using them as commercial operations to decarbonise and offer services to the big boys in the Pilbara and just commercially to people everywhere. Like the early EV market, one of the biggest limitations of an electric aircraft is having a charger to fly to charge it and come back from. Same with the early EVs, it was slow on the uptake because if you bought an electric car in Australia 5 years ago, you had to drive home again to charge it. You couldn't drive somewhere, charge and come back. This is what the hurdle that I'm facing at the moment in electric aviation. As such, we're simultaneously bringing in the planes, training pilots and building the electric aviation charge node network. We've now opened a second charge node in Western Australia connecting 2 points, which officially creates Australia's first electric aviation charge node network. It's a modest step, but it's a big milestone for what it represents. Our next line of sight is Rottnest Island. We need and want to get an electric charge node in at Rottnest to really prove the viability. That'll link all 3 electric aviation charge sites for this aircraft and the next generation as well. And then we'll be able to run we'll be able to run electric operations with future commercial operations at that site. It's a really good proof of concept and proof of viability of electric aviation. As long as there's a small network of charge nodes, the process and the aircraft work fantastically well. So it's that simultaneous rollout of chargers and uptake of aircraft that we have to keep pushing and fighting for before electric aviation can really take hold and start replacing conventional aviation.